Hello Virgo, how you doing? I'm here with your May spiritual guidance message, and I'm saying that so you can understand the theme for the month of May. Cause like for April, I did astrology, your oracle message to pull the energy from that point, right? This time I'm just using oracles and tarot, okay? But I'm still reading the energy. Most definitely when I'm talking about all of this. So, in the overall end goal, if you go through any of the other videos, I'm aiming at inner peace. So, the message is all about your wellness, inner peace. How do you want to get there? How you feel you can get there? And hoping that the messages will be a helpful tool to help you get there. So, bringing all that in, your first card, your first oracle card here is change. I think it goes really good for you and your second oracle card, which is Owl. Wise seeing, wise actions. And I'm saying that because when we think of Virgo, we always thinking of somebody who can really think, who could really put things together, who could see deep, who could think deep. I mean, come on, analyze. Like, that's a whole career profession, analyzation. And called analytics, that's out here. So it's a whole type of a profession. So, analytics always creating or finding change. One of the two. They either creating change or they finding change. Because that's kind of part of their job. And also part of their job is to make those wise actions. And how they make those wise actions is by making wise decisions. So, how does change really affect you? Meaning, I'm going to give an example, right? That I laugh. It's a change that I laugh at all the time, right? It's the change into tarot. It always comes with some kind of change. Whether it's all about somebody feeling the threat or shooting negativity to it. Whether it's about somebody trying to figure out, don't really know the difference because psychics and tarot readers is kind of both one at one. But, the pre-advertisement is all about our skills and our ability. We could see, we could talk to the dead. If we, certain people could walk up and say, yeah, you got this spirit around you. Some people work for the professionals. Some people work for the politics. And, in the political field, they don't always call them tarot readers as much as they call them analysts. But the responsibility is definitely about wise seeing and wise actions. Because those things are going to have a real big impact. And like I said, tarot is a great example. It prompt fear. I think all interpretations prompt fear and curiosity at the same time. They don't know, it got to take for a certain type of premonition to be there for it to come true, for you to get hooked. And in the premonition, it could have all been coincidence. What makes coincidence different than a prediction? What really does? Is it all about the belief you don't believe in coincidence? Is it all about you don't believe in tarot reading and you believe in fate, and fate is another word that convince you that it don't deal with coincidence or tarot reading? I mean, what is the distractions that's there? Because, you know, change is all about distractions, too. Change ain't something that's not going to cause a distraction. Whether it's all about, if it's on a human internal part of it, like the inner peace, it's causing change. But inside is still a distraction that's there, meaning either you putting up boundaries on the outside so nobody invade that inner peace. Are you putting on a costume when you walk out in the day so you could come home and cleanse and go back to your inner peace? You know, it requires a distraction. Maybe the distraction as the last one where I say cleansing, maybe it requires maintenance. Okay, but change always have a distraction. All right, Virgo. And being that said, let's get into your tarot cards. You have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. How good are you to deal with distractions? When I'm asking this question, is it all about the type of distraction that determines how you handle it? What is it that's coming up for you when I ask that question? How good are you in distractions? Because the month of May, I think being a distraction and handling distraction is going to be very important to accomplish the change. That's what that wise seeing and wise action is. Distraction. Meaning, an owl could have their eyes set on a prey. But at the same time, they're watching out for all the distractions. And they're going to piggyback off of one of those distractions that's going to make them successful in capturing their prey. Next two cards is the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. No, I mean the Four of Pentacles. Apologize for that. Four of Pentacles. I showed it to you, but I do it again because I did say Four of Cups. Four of Pentacles. How good are you at this? Those distractions is still there. The example that I was actually talking about with the owl is great for the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. I'm not saying that the prey don't understand or believe that the owl is around. But what I'm trying to say is, it's still a distraction. If the distraction is reflected to the owl on the point of, it could also sense that its prey knows that it's present. So it's going to create or act like it's distracted. Or the prey doesn't know that the owl is around. And like I said, the owl is waiting for the right distraction to capture its prey. And, you know, the Page of Pentacles really goes for that because that's strategic. I know it's usually seen as being immature, but, you know, I'm gonna say, because it's really here, is just whether we want to get a props to it. But a lot of times, we could see ourselves when we was young and we was quick on our feet. And we could see the younger generation also with great strategies to get something accomplished. If you ever become a parent and even a pet owner and really develop these bonds, you see how the animation goes on to create distractions within either being a pet owner or a parent. The conversations, the movement, their body language, the accidents, the laughter and all counts. And they're strategic. There's at least one incident where you be like, oh, that was so smart. So I wouldn't count a page as not having enough intelligence and to be a reckless person, me personally. Because that's like almost discrediting yourself and saying every time you was young, you was reckless. It goes all the way back to what I say in the beginning off with tarot and the fear it can prop and the things that it can create. Next card is the Death card and the Three of Pentacles. Change. Three of Pentacles. Wise seeing and wise actions. And it definitely requires that wise seeing is all in these cards with the bats. See the bats that's flying in the background? And as she sit there contemplating or observing, because you know the Three of Pentacles could be also about observation, not just collaboration. So the thing is, have you ever noticed at times when it comes to change that you could change without knowing or making that definition of change, and you could change a different way even if you make the choice to change something? Which brings us next to the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands. And the final card is the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Is change good? Alright, like I had said last year in one of my posts, how many ways can change be changed? You got nickels, pennies, dollars, $5, $10, $100. You could have savings account. You could have assets. It could be weather. It could be the day of the week. It could be your clothes. It could be your hairstyle. The way you look. Your height. Your weight. Change and change. Is it going to be bad that you had a good month of May but you gained weight? So because you gained weight in the month of May, it's not a good month no more. Could we take change and turn it into something so ungrateful? For example, something came up and you need some extra change to get what you want. What did you do? How did you do it? Did you get it accomplished? Did you let it go? Change and change. Virgo is just all about that energy and the money made for you. How do change actually affect your inner peace? I mean, I can admit that, yeah, change, especially weight gain, that can change my inner peace for a minute. I ain't even gonna front on that. I wasn't prepared for it. Now I gotta get some money up. I gotta buy some more clothes. I don't like the way my clothes fit me. It just could send you just all through a frenzy. And once again, those ain't nothing but distractions. Because yet, I didn't protect my inner peace. I got distracted with all of those things just to get back to my inner peace. I'll convince myself I'm gaining my inner peace back without even realizing when did I let go of that inner peace. So like I say, have you ever been caught up in change and changing without realizing you change? Or do you always change because you made the decision to change? Money May. Gain your inner peace within change. Find that agreement. Because somewhere down in it, for the month of May, it's going to have you make a choice on change. Good luck, Virgo.